Why do people get into debt? Why do people stay in debt? How does one get out of debt fast? And how does one stay out of debt? My name is Arman, and these are some of the questions that we'll be answering in today's video on Simple Money. The United States total consumer debt is over $14 trillion. And according to a CNBC report, the average American has over $90,000 in debt. This includes student loans and mortgages, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like the trend is moving towards progress. There's no doubt that most Americans have a challenge with debt and that they want to be debt-free. But the big question is, how do you make progress towards that goal? To remain debt-free, you have to first get out of debt. And to get out of debt once and for all, you have to understand why people get into debt and stay in debt in the first place. The United States is a consumer market, which means we like buying things, or maybe we like being sold things. The advertising industry in America is one of the greatest in the world, and they've done a great job of making us believe that we need to buy certain things that we don't actually really need. This argument could be applied to purchases like clothes and cars, or to purchases like a home or education. And yes, student loans are a direct result of young adults being sold the idea that they need to take out debt to go out and get a degree that they will probably never use. The bitter truth is this: most people don't want to wait for their gratification. Most people don't want to work harder than they have to. And if it means that they have to go out and take out a credit card or a loan to get things that they want, then so be it. Now, obviously, that mentality is flawed, and it's what's gotten us to where we are today. Ever heard of the saying that when you find yourself in a ditch, the first thing that you got to do is stop digging? The fact is that many Americans make enough money to get themselves out of debt, but it's not as satisfying as using that money to go ahead and buy the next iPhone or a new TV or whatever else. The average American can be debt-free 12 to 24 months from now if they're willing to simply stop spending and live below their means. And although it's tough to pay off a student loan or a mortgage in 24 months, you can still make a lot of progress by living below your means and making extra payments more than is required from you towards those loans. It's not a fancy or a complex idea, and it's certainly not an easy one either. The reason why most people are in debt is because they like spending. And the reason why they stay in debt is because they keep spending. Now, I understand if your income is limited and you have to use those credit cards to pay for the needs of your family. But most people aren't in that situation. And they're in consumer debt because they simply can't stop spending. All right, real quick, if you're enjoying this content, if you're getting any kind of value from this video, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you smash that like button and hit the notification bell so that you get notified the next time that we drop a video. All right, getting out of debt is also pretty simple. If you stop spending, you'll have some extra money left over at the end of the month. Then you apply that extra money towards your debt balances, and soon enough, you'll start seeing progress. There are also ways that you can amplify and speed up this process. If you consolidate all of your high interest-bearing accounts into one low to medium interest-bearing account, then whatever payments you are making towards your debt will just pay off your debt balances faster. If you can leverage a debt settlement company to settle the balances of your debt accounts, then you'll get out of debt even faster. The key here is to keep your spending low while you're doing this. Most people will consolidate all their balances into one low interest-bearing account, then they'll get excited and then they'll start spending again. And that's not the idea here. The idea is to keep your spending low so that you can dedicate those disposable income that's coming in towards your debt balances and pay all of that debt off. Now, for this section, we did a really cool video called the JAR system that talks about budgeting, and you can watch that here if you want to learn more about this particular part. But real quick, staying out of debt is simply a matter of delayed gratification. There are two simple rules. The first rule is if you really want to buy something, wait 3 months, and if after 3 months you still want to buy it, then you really want it. The second rule is if you really want to buy something, then save money in a liquid account until you have whatever the cash is, and then go ahead and buy it. Many people will look at a large purchase and then they'll say, I'll finance it, and then I'll make payments on it. And these are the types of people that pay interest for the things that they buy. Few people will look at a large purchase that they really want and they'll say, whatever monthly payment I was going to make, I'm going to save it in a liquid account. And then when I have enough money, then I'll go ahead and buy that thing. These are the kinds of people that earn interest on the purchases that they make. It's not that complicated. If you can't afford to buy something with cash, then don't buy it. Especially if whatever that thing is not an asset that earns you cash flow. Ultimately, you have one of three choices to make. The first choice is to borrow money on a credit card or a loan to get the thing that you want. The second choice is to save money until you have enough cash to buy the thing that you want. And the third choice is to increase your income so that whatever it is that you want to buy, you can buy faster. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. And by the way, if you're looking for a way to consolidate or settle your debt, we've included one of the links to one of our trusted partners in the description below. So go ahead and contact them and see what they can do for you. All right, that's it. That's all we have for you today. So if you enjoyed it, please let us know in the comment section. If you have any questions, also let us know in the comment section. We'll try to address them immediately. If not, we'll create a video in the future that answers your questions. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next video. All right, thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell right there, and then you'll get notified the next time that we drop a video. Actually, why wait? You can watch this one, or even that one. So many choices. Did you do it? Did they do it?
That was bad.